welcome to Sports Talk on the Friday night edition. We're going to have a great show tonight. I'm Dr. Jerry Green, along with my good friend, the producer of this show, and my lifetime friend, Pastor Donald Franklin. I started to call you Pastor. Donald Franklin, what's up, bro? Big Don, what's up?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Everything is
ready
good.
to apologize to all my Knicks fans.
All right. And all the way in Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, my brother-in-law? How you doing?
It's New York, New York, New York.
You had the Spurs now. Don't start doing that.
No, I didn't. I went with the Knicks. Come on.
All right. Larry Jr., what's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good. How you?
I am blessed, brother. We're going to get it on tonight. And our sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother?
Doing good. Doing good.
All right. Kendall T, what's up? Every moment move when you on the show. What's up, my
brother?
Every
moment moves, brothers. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, brother.
Yeah. All right.
And we have one of the greatest pastors in the world from Basileia, Pastor Walter T. What's up, Pastor? God bless.
God bless. How's everyone?
Good. How's it going? Everybody doing good, right? Family doing
Everybody
right?
good.
All right. All right. We're going to get started. Larry, what you got for me?
Okay. First of all, there's only one thing we can start with, and that is the New York Knicks and the performance they put on Wednesday night. It was an awesome showing. I think the coaching had a lot to do with the game. But Brunson, what can I say about Brunson? He played an outstanding game after going out. Everybody thought he was injured. Come back out the locker room like Superman, you know. Hey, stuff like that normally never happens. Larry, you lifetime New York fan. What you got to say about your New York Knicks?
I was impressed. I don't think that we played good. Our offense was terrible. I don't believe Jalen Brunson had a good game. But our defense carried us. When the offense didn't show up, the defense was there. I think Karl Anthony Towns don't get enough credit for the game he had, because even though Jalen Brunson brought us home in the fourth quarter, like that's what he do. He the closer, but Karl Anthony Towns, he really put us on his back in that third quarter when we was down by 15. And he played excellent defense on Wemby. He was blowing passing with ease. And we just played a good overall game. OG had a good game. Jason Hart had a good game, even though he only scored 3 points. He had like 15 rebounds, 7 assists, a bunch of steals. And they took Wemby out of his element. The defense stopped the Spurs from playing their normal game. And Wemby wanted to turn into a guard. I think he took like 9 or 10 threes, only hit about one of them. Like they really took him out of his element. And if we keep playing like that, that defense keeps showing up. Our shots gonna start to fall. I said if San Antonio don't win the day, they don't win the night, they ain't gonna make it out of New York.
That's right.
Wow. Bruce.
Come on,
Yes,
Bruce. Bruce, bring yourself down a little bit, man. There you go. All right, that's why I want you guys on the roll. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, I was having problems, man, pairing up.
Okay, all right.
I'm on my phone now instead of the laptop.
All right. Welcome to the show anyway, my brother. The legend. Go ahead, Bruce.
What's the question?
I want to give you that good intro when you come on. You know that.
We wanted to talk about them New York Knicks and how they survived game 1 and came back and won by 10.
Yeah, see, they're not going to start off as slow tonight. You know what I mean?
Slow. They had an 8-point lead in the first quarter.
No, they went down. They was down about 14 points, man.
Yeah, but they came out, the Spurs were down by 8 or 9 points in the first quarter, and the Spurs came back and took the lead. So Knicks came out pretty strong.
Yes, they did. If you saw the tip-off, the Knicks came out strong.
They came out strong. The Knicks is
but I'm saying once Champagne started shooting them threes, man, they ran right away with it.
Okay.
But like you said, they came back, but they gotta put something on him, man. They can't let him shoot them open threes like that.
Okay. Anthony?
Yeah, I mean, just another, I guess I'm running out of superlatives to talk about with them on the defensive end. They won this game more with the defense more than anything else. Like Larry Son was saying, Cat was just tremendous. I think that's the best I think I've seen anybody play him in this playoff. Forcing him, there was one late call where he was traveling, but I thought he was traveling a couple times before that, earlier in the game. But again, they're just their resiliency in showing patience, going into a hostile environment and everything else. And they've already got at least the one win that they wanted to get out of San Antonio. Now, they're literally playing with house money now. If they're able to get tonight's game, it's going to be really, really, really tough for San Antonio to come back. And it's also stayed with how the way this playoff is gone, where the road teams are just coming in, not playing with any fear or anything like that. So yeah, this was, 3 more. Hopefully they got 3 more in them.
Pastor?
Yeah, definitely. The Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns played very well. He showed he wasn't Chet Holmgren. He wasn't scared of Wemby. He was taking him to the hole. He played good defense, I think. Wemby showed how young he is, launching up all those threes. They really got into him. But the Knicks definitely showed that they can win the whole thing, as we said last year. Only thing I got to say, as we said with Atlanta, with Cleveland in Game 1, I have no idea, and I texted what happened to Dylan Hopper in the fourth quarter. He was on the bench. He was the only one that was hot, and they set him on the bench. He played 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. I hope that don't happen like the Knicks game, because I didn't watch another one of them in the Cleveland game, because coach should have been fired there. So I think somebody called him from Las Vegas and said, hey, don't put them guys back in the game until the Knicks come back. Dylan Harper was the only one that had an extra game, but the Knicks don't need no help because they can win this thing, man. They match up well. Everybody, even when you bring in the backup center. He got long arms, played tough defense. Wemby can't bump him. That's why he's shooting outside, because he couldn't move him. Cat's not 7'5", 7'4", but he's 7'1", and he's big, and he got offensive game, and he was taking it to Wemby, man. And I tell you this, though, if the Spurs don't win tonight, you might as well start singing the song, man. It's all over, because I can't see him. I can't see him going to New York and take 2. They got to get 1 at home. So I got to say.
It's a sweep. If the Knicks win tonight, it's a sweep.
Yes,
go ahead, who you got next?
Donald, go ahead, Donald.
Well, I'm going to agree with everything you guys said on the panel, but I saw something a little different the way y'all saw it. When San Antonio was up by 14 points, the coach took Wembanyama out. The Knicks made their run. See, the Knicks wasn't playing well at that point. The Knicks made their run and came all the way back with Wembanyama sitting on the bench. And then the coach called timeout. He let him come all the way back, and then the coach called timeout. I was very disappointed in that, because now the Knicks done really got their rhythm, got everything going, and you had Wembanyama sitting on the bench. I felt like once they scored the first 4 points, you should have had Wembanyama back in the game. I ain't no coach, but he let him come all the way back. He did that a few times with OKC too. You cannot have a lead like that and have your star players sit out all like that and come back, and then the Knicks had got in the groove and they couldn't never pull it back out again. So I'm blaming the coach myself a lot on that. For another thing I blame the coach on too, I'm different, but I would make Wembanyama go inside a little bit more. All that trying to dribble through the guys, taking all those threes,
yeah,
it's great, but I would make him go inside a little bit more, because if he was inside, the Knicks, anybody would have to foul him. So some of this stuff I'm putting on the coach. Wembanyama young, he inexperienced as far as playing in the playoff. He don't know all that. The coach needs to know these things. I'm looking at it a little different, but I ain't taking nothing away from the Knicks. And I know if the Knicks win tonight, it's all over.
Absolutely.
Well, can't do that.
It's all over.
Anthony Edwards once said that in Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns was the most talented player on the team. Me and little Larry was talking the other day, and I said, I would love to see Karl Anthony Towns against Wembanyama. And he said, no, he ain't going to beat no Wembanyama. He told me Karl Anthony Towns had bad feet and all this sort of stuff. That's got to be one of the most cerebral centers. But he did tell me that Karl Anthony Towns is probably the best shooting center anywhere. They have been winning that game since they put it in the hand of that native New Yorker 7-footer. And I am impressed. I am still with San Antonio, but I'm going to do it right now. Start spreading the news. Wait a minute. I'm leaving today. I might jump on that bandwagon. New York, New York.
They all sing that song.
Hold up. Let me get one word in real quick, please. I got to defend myself.
Tell me about Dylan Harper. Tell me, defend that move. Why they left him on the bench? I want to hear that from a Knicks fan.
Bad coaching, absolutely bad coaching. They was out coached. Dylan Harper was
He was
killing.
the only one balling. I mean,
Nah,
he was boxing and everything.
Sam Penny was balling in the first half. He only got 2 shots in the second half. They went away from him.
I think he only had 1 point, right? I think he only had 1 point in the whole second half. He had 15 at halftime. I don't know how many he ended up with. He must only have, but I see him make a foul shot. I ain't see him do nothing else.
Yeah, you got to remember the players are inexperienced. You got to remember, but also this is the coach's first time in the finals now too. So and that showed, and that definitely showed, I think, in the game.
But you can't play your best play, your hottest player, 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. 3 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But what I'm saying is we've seen this against Cleveland when they took out Spruce and D Wade when the Knicks was up by 24 and let him come all the way back to tie it before they put him back in the game.
In his defense, though, I can see where he's coming from because you got to realize Fox is a vet. He done been there. Like, he done played these playoff games, and that's your starting point guard.
Fox had a bad game.
Do you bench your starting point guard with the experience just because you got a rookie that's hot?
Yeah, because Fox did not have a great game at all. It's all about winning.
He stunk it up.
It's all about winning.
Yeah.
If you want to win.
And we know he's not at 100%. His ankle was still hurt. But, so you can't.
Fox been in the playoff, but he ain't won. He never won nothing.
Yeah, but he been there. He got more experience.
But he stunk it up. He stunk it up. Larry, he stunk it up. He had wide open shots, even easy shots he should have made. I just think the stage was losing.
Jalen Brunson was sticking it up.
No, Brunson had 30 points at the end of the night.
Hold up. You see what he did in that fourth quarter, though?
Yeah,
because that's our starting point guard. We're going to put our faith in him that he's going to get it together.
Look, don't compare the two. Fox and Brunson. Don't even try to compare the two.
A couple years ago, y'all was saying Fox was better than Brunson. Fox was all NBA. Fox was all NBA first team, all-star. Jalen Brunson was on the bench. Nobody was talking about Jalen Brunson. They talked bad about us when we gave him $100 million to come to New York.
Let's face it, Jalen Brunson done brought the Knicks where they at today, and he deserves a statue if they win it all. Fox don't deserve all that. Don't compare the two.
That's right.
There's no comparison.
Because that's Wemby's team and it's Jalen Brunson team. It ain't Fox team. Okay? And Fox had a bad game. Fox to me was stinking it up, to be honest with you. He was like Mike Conley, for Minnesota. He was stinking it up. But then again, Wemby got to go down low. But I put up that thing for a reason because the Knicks really believe this is their year. I never seen a Knicks team this hungry than when I see this year. I mean, they had good teams with Patrick Ewing and John Starks and them and Bernard King and all them and Camilo Anthony. But this year's team is hungry. I never seen a Knicks team out of all the 50-something years to play the way they're playing because they wanted that bad. That's how bad they wanted. They wanted that bad. And I believe they're going to get it. I think that'll be big for the city of New York, big for basketball. But I just think the Knicks really wants it that bad, more than the other teams. I know they had to go through Michael and Elijah and all that. But this team, I never seen a team this hungry in a long time than the New York Knicks. That's all.
Have you ever seen a team, Jerry, that you think is never out of it? Never. You could be up 20.
They're hungry. They're hungry, Kendall. They're hungry. Like Larry said, like Big Larry said on the text, they got a lot of heart. They got the heart, man. They got the heart of a champion. And then when you got the heart of a champion, you're not going to lose a lot of games because even you down by 14, that don't mean nothing to you because you know you can come back. And that's how the Knicks are playing right now. They don't fold. They didn't fold as of yet.
Offense ain't going. They play defense. They play lockdown, in your face, lunch bell, New York defense. You imagine being a New Yorker today?
And plus, out of the last 4 games they played against San Antonio, Knicks are 3-1 against them. Right? So they got confidence they can beat them. They're 3-1. They're 3-1.
No, right?
Hey Jerry, Bishop looking for the link.
Bishop looking for the link.
3-1. Yeah, they're 3-1. They match up so well. They match up so well. Like you said, Hart, even though he only had 3 points, he had 15 rebounds. They match up really. They got big guards. got big guards that rebound. You got OG, who's very physical and is a great two-way player. They match up better than anybody else. And like we said with Minnesota, how to come they can't beat Denver is the matchup. This is another matchup. The Knicks matchup really, and Brunson was getting. I mean, to be so small, he was getting shots inside. I don't know how he's making some of them shots. I was like, man, how did that go in? But he's been doing it. He's been doing it
all year.
And considering all the second and third chances that San Antonio was getting, as well, I thought the rebounding overall was going to be almost a 3-1 margin, but it was only 55-49. But it was when the Knicks would get their rebound. Hart made himself a factor, even though he only scored 3 points with those 15 rebounds.
Yeah.
And the fact that they were able to come back and sustain it, even with San Antonio getting second and third opportunities, it just they just wouldn't go away. They're like in-laws and roaches; they won't go away.
But the Knicks won the rebound battle.
Well, technically, San Antonio was 55. It was 55-49, but it was more so when they got those rebounds, because when the Knicks were up, the Spurs were getting second and third chance, especially in the fourth quarter. There was a stretch where there was at least 3-4 possessions where they had 2-3 extra chances on layups and what have you, but they weren't able to capitalize.
They missed them. And the other thing you see too, and I'm comment on Jerry, even when they were down 14, I never thought they was out the game. I never had a doubt that they was, because I seen them come back too many times. They just keep on chugging. I agree. This might be their year, man. I thought that San Antonio had to take both of their games. I thought they had to go back to New York 2-0. They definitely got to win tonight. And the Knicks is that type of team that I can see them say, come on, let's put our feet on their throat tonight. I'm telling you, they're going to have to come with it. They're not going to blow them out. I can't see San Antonio put the Knicks out.
But Pastor Walt,
yes,
think
sir.
about it. 50-something years, you have won a championship, and you're the New York Knicks. I mean, the Knicks franchises like the Lakers, the Celtics, they're a storied franchise. I mean, they got probably the biggest fan base, maybe besides the Lakers and the Cowboys and maybe the Celtics. But I think their fan base is even bigger than the Celtics, because they got fans all the way in San Antonio that love the Knicks. So
yeah, they do.
50-something years, they're due. They're due, man. And I already told Don, when the Knicks win, we're gonna dedicate that show to my friend Mac James that passed away last year, because Mac was a stone Knick man and he won't get a chance to see them win. So we're gonna dedicate that show to him, because that's how many Knicks fans is out there. And 50-something years, I thought about it. That's a long time to go without.
That's a long time, man. That's a long time. That's a lifetime. I was still in Hill House. I was still in Hill House when they won, and I graduated 50 years ago. Man,
Nixon was in office. Nixon was in office when they won it. That's how long ago it's been. Game 1 was the most watched game 1 since 2018. Cleveland versus Golden State, and it was the most watched finals ever on ABC, and it was the most watched final game since Game 6 of Toronto and Golden State. That was in 2019. They actually, matter of fact, the game 1 on Wednesday outdrew game 1 of all the last 15 game 1s of the World Series.
And that's what I've been telling you guys. It's going to be the most watched game there is.
Yeah, watch the World Series.
And by the way, Rudy Tomjanovich took a rookie by the name of Sam Cassell and another one by the name of Robert Horry and put Kenny Smith and the other players on the bench and won a championship. So there's no excuse for Dylan Harper to be on the bench if you're a coach.
That's right. That's what Donald's saying. Or Walt was saying that. Pastor Walt was saying that.
Well, I agree. But the thing is, I mean, he was the only one balling. He been shooting and balling, and he in the quarter when they wanted to come back. To me, I think I guess he's just young, and you can see Robert Horry said it today. Don't give it to him. Let him take it. You know, we know he's going to be a great player, but it kind of got to him. He tried to do too much. I mean, he dribbled the ball off his foot. That cost him the game right there. They was right in it. Yeah, that's the quote right there. Robert Orr. Yep.
I'm not saying he's not great. He's a great defensive player, but they're trying to make him be all now, like he's God's gift to basketball. Give him time. Let him mature.
Yeah.
Don't give it to him. Let him take it.
Absolutely. He's 22 years old, folks.
Yeah.
22 years old. There, you know, I no matter what happens in this series, we haven't seen the best of Wemby yet. We're getting glimpses
No doubt.
of it.
No.
But he's again. I was saying this going into the playoffs. If you're going to get San Antonio, better get him this year, because the rest of the league's going when he matures and they mature around him. I mean, he's 22. Castle's 21. Harper's kid, I think, is 22. That's, you know,
I think he's 20, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, this is real. I mean,
But Anthony, one thing we got to learn that we're learning in the last 8 years. Next year is not guaranteed, because
absolutely.
They have a back-to-back team in about 10 years now. The Lakers won, the Denver won.
This will be the eighth. Yeah, this will be the 8th straight year that there'll be a different champion.
Yeah, nothing guaranteed next year.
And OKC, don't count them out next year, because they're a center away.
Let's stay on this year.
And they'll be right in it.
All right, let's stay on this year. Okay.
Hey, for what? Let's talk about coaching for a minute. Coaching, I think, is the biggest thing that's going on now. You got a very young team. You got a very young coach.
Yeah.
He is letting them play ball instead of seeing the situations and telling them, come over here, let's get this together, and explaining them exactly what they need to do.
I agree.
I think he's letting his big man do what he did all year.
Yep.
And that's not working. So as a coach, he need to go get some guidance, because it's his first time being there. He need to get some guidance, and he need to coach him the whole game on exactly what to do, and not just let them run and gun like they doing. You know.
So you think the old coach need to come out of retirement?
You don't think
he might come and sit on the bench.
He might guidance. Popovich right there in his ear all game.
He might sit.
Yeah, Popovich is going to be. I think he's going to. Yeah, I agree with Larry. Yeah, Pop's right there. It ain't like Pop. No, he ain't gonna do that. But he ain't gonna take time from him. But I'm sure that. Yeah, I'm sure that he in this off, you know, behind it with the games off, I'm sure that he talked to him. And you see, David Robinson and Tim Duncan was right there. They kept showing him on the camera. They were right there. So I'm sure, you know, he's gonna get some advice. He's young, game one in the finals, but I agree with you. He's pretty much just letting them do what they do, you know, run up and down the court. I mean, because Wemby, even though great as he is, he's not magic as far as handling the ball. And he was doing a lot of handling the ball there.
A good coach would have him inside.
It never changed. It never changed.
But look what Karl Anthony Towns did. He jumped him and he just drove. Wemby couldn't do that. He ain't big enough. Towns just stood in front of him. He bumped off him. Then he took a jump shot. You know.
All right. For now, from a coaching standpoint, let me go around the panel.
Hold on, before you go around the panel, I just want to do this commercial real quick.
Big Time Production proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Live Television Showcase, a night of faith, music, and inspiration. Special guest, Reverend Hayward Anderson. All this going on Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are $20. Call 203-875-0520. Also on this program will be none other than the Heavenly Stars, Rose Boyd, Pastor Ronald Birch, Transparent, Bozzy Lee, DC Smallwood, Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are only $20. You can send your cash out to $84 Plymouth, $84 Plymouth. Call 203-875-0520. And this is an event you don't want to miss.
All right. I'd like to see everybody facing the place if we can.
What does San Antonio got to do I know you're Knicks fans. Y'all don't want to hear this, but what does San Antonio got to do to win game 2? Start with you, Larry Jr. What they got to do? San Antonio.
They got to play their game. They got to stick with what got them this far. And their coach need to intervene. When he intervene, you don't just leave players out there because of their name or because of what they've done for you in the past, whatever the case may be. Like, I wasn't defending him when I said that he was trusting his veteran. I'm just trying to see things from his point of view. I always try to see things from every point of view and try to make sense out of it. And I understand why he did it. I don't agree with it, but I'm pretty sure he realized that he made a bad decision. And if Fox get out there and start to have another bad game, I expect to see Dylan Harper in there early and to really let him play. And also not to get away from Champagne. Like I said, he went off in the first half. In the second half, they just forgot all about him. He just standing in the corner. But the coach, he gotta coach him more instead of just letting them play and just do what they want. Like he gotta intervene.
All right, go ahead, Bruce. What you think, man? What Spurs got to do?
Yeah, I think like y'all always talk about playoff experience. I think the coach going through that right now because, like everybody was saying, everybody saw a few moves that he should have made that he didn't. Even a couple of timeouts, to stop the flow of the game. But it's a learning process for the young players and the coach. He'll be all right.
Go ahead, Don.
Well, I'm definitely going to say one of the things he need to do is try to get Wemby to go inside more. Try to get Wemby, because Wemby, nobody can stop him inside if he really would go down there and post and stop bringing the ball out. I mean, sure, play your game, but he could do a little bit more inside. He could do a little bit more damage inside and make Karl Anthony Towns see if that three-point shot is on. Don't go out there trying to hold him and let him bogart you all the way into the rim and stuff. See if that three-point shot, because if he don't hold Karl Anthony Towns outside and Karl try to come inside, he got him that way. He will block his shot that way. And I say switch off. Don't be out there trying to hold. Because when he out there holding Karl on the three-point line, sure they're not going to get the rebound back on the, because the Knicks are too big for him. So just a few changes I would make.
So
Let him shoot. I want y'all to let him shoot. Please let him shoot.
So is that a bad move to have Wemby on Karl Anthony Towns at the beginning of the game then? What do you think?
I think it is. I think it's a bad move. I think they should put somebody else on him for now. Make him look. I know he can shoot that three, but make him shoot it and show me first. He could be having a bad night on three. You don't know until you make him shoot it.
Oh, now he's like a coach too, man. Let me go to the real coach too. That's the Walt. What they got to do, Walt? Because I know you like San Antonio a little bit. What they got to do?
No, I like San Antonio. No, I think that as you agree, I think Wemby got to have a better game. He can't be launching up all them threes. I think he took multi-digit threes, and I think he only made 2. So right there, I think he needs to go more inside. He needs to get Karl Anthony Towns in foul trouble, put him on the bench, because he's prone, the foul. The thing is, he's in a predicament. This is the thing. Towns can shoot the three, and the whole thing, you can't put a little guy on him because he's 7'1". He can shoot over him. You put Wemby out, you draw him away from the basket. That's why I say it's a bad matchup. But he doesn't have to. When Towns is covering him, he can't settle for the three-part. He got to drive on him and put Towns in the foul trouble because he's always reaching, and you get him out of the game.
Right, so it's like me and Donald say, you think it's a bad move to have Wemby on Karl Anthony Towns to start the game? What do you think, Pastor Walt?
Yeah, I think it is. I think they should put somebody else on him. I think they should put somebody else on him. And if, like Don was saying, if he go out there and make 3 threes in a row, then switch up. But if he's off, but to me, I think Towns is playing. If anybody, I know New York wants that title, but Towns is trying to prove something. They ran him out of Minnesota, and he's playing very good. I think that he would, if they put a little guy on him, I think he's going to drive to the basket.
All right, go ahead, Anthony.
So but if you don't, go ahead, Al.
Go ahead, Anthony.
No, you go ahead.
If you don't put Wemby on Towns, who you gonna put him on?
Who you gonna put who on?
Yeah, you can't put him on Anunoby.
You can sort of let him lag around that rim. That's what you want him doing. I mean,
but they can see.
Oh no, you can put him on Josh Hart. You can put him on Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a rebounder, but he can't shoot. When he's hot. But most of the time he's not. You put him on Josh Hart.
You ain't see what happened when Cleveland tried that?
Yeah, tell him again.
He ain't in Cleveland now, buddy.
It don't matter. They had the same game plan. Leave him open. Let him shoot. And he burnt him for 26 points.
But I didn't say leave him open. I said put Wemby
on him.
Yeah, but he might not be in Cleveland, but he proved
Wemby was sag off of him and stay near the rim so he could block shots. So that's going to leave him open.
Well, let's see what happens if they play that.
Yeah, but I
disagree.
But that was my answer. You said Bruce said who they put him on. I put him on Josh Hart. He was holding
Josh Hart is fast. Josh Hart is faster than Towns.
Josh Hart is taking Wemby to no hole.
Wemby's reach is like 9 feet. He can get to the rim. No matter how fast he get there.
Hey,
Bruce, he'll be 8 steps behind.
I definitely can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. That's for sure.
Yeah, the biggest thing, Wemby shouldn't be out there. Wemby should be right below the free throw line.
Right.
Because what they're doing is Wemby checking himself out the game.
Yep.
That's why they're getting all these rebounds. You know, they want Wemby to put somebody on him to take him out the game. That's the only thing they're doing.
Yep.
If you watch the last game, Hart got all those rebounds because Wemby was tied up.
That's right.
Okay?
And
they just took him out the game. You know,
took him all the way out. He's way out there trying to hold Towns.
The Knicks are incredible.
Unless they're going to play Cornette and Wemby, he's got to stay. You know, he's got to stay in the paint because he's playing right into the Knicks' hands. If he tries to play Towns too much one-on-one, it plays right into what the Knicks want to do.
Yes.
I'm actually kind of surprised that Johnson hasn't played Cornette and Wemby in certain instances so they can keep him in the paint because you need to have that other guy. Because I really think if you put a smaller guy on Cat, he could have a great shooting night. He could really have a good and see that also plays.
He already proved. You already see game that he knows that he can't play Cornette. That's how he was playing Barnes.
Yeah.
In the fourth quarter, Barnes is fast. He already knows that Cornette is too slow. So he's already made that move already. Because Barnes, you already had Barnes in the game, you know?
Yep.
Go ahead, Anthony. You want to say something?
Well, no, that's the dilemma because offensively, you know, Wemby can basically play anywhere. I think what they've got to have more balance, and that's where going back to what Walt said, you got to have Harper's got to be Harper has to be a factor tonight. You know, the fact that they basically took Harper out of the game late, that helped lead to it. They have to have more balance. They got to get more out of it. They have to get more offense out of Castle, and they definitely have to get more offense out of Fox tonight.
And one thing we got to keep in mind too is it's only game one. It's only one game.
Yeah, it's one game. Yeah,
it's only one game.
It's one game, but if they win one more, they're in trouble.
There's a close series, but the fact that the most important thing is that the Knicks threw the first punch, and it landed. So now all the pressure is on. I think it's safe to say going into game one, all the pressure was on the Knicks to sort of prove that they quote unquote deserve to be there. Now that they've done that, now all the pressure is on San Antonio because if they go one up, then it was supposed to do it. But if they go down 0-2,
yeah, we all know.
But
listen, let me say this here real quick. Let me say this. Karl Anthony Towns, sure, he's a great three-point shooter, but he ain't gonna shoot like that with no man in his face. He would have to try to drive towards the hole, and you have Wemby. He's not gonna remember, he don't have no jump shot. He just sits out there and shoots it. A lot of time, most of those shots are when somebody's running at him or he's by himself. It's not like he got the ball, somebody's on him, they throw him the ball, he could just take a three-point shot. I don't see it that way. I think he has to be alone, and that's the way I see him make most of his shots. Not in people's face all day long, maybe a few. But I agree with y'all, like, he'll just sit out there and they'll just give him the three and he kill him. Put a man on him, a man in his face, he would not shoot threes like that.
All right, now I'll let Bishop say something in a minute too, but I do want to say one thing about San Antonio. They did. Who's Jody on? You trying to come back in again? But one thing about San Antonio, they was down to OKC 3-2, and they won Game 6 and Game 7. So they proved that when their backs against the wall that they can come through. So we'll see how they do tonight. But I agree with you, Larry, big Larry. If they lose tonight, it's a sweep. If they get to that garden, it's gonna be too much pressure for San Antonio in that garden. All right, Bishop, you want to say something? Talk about the
I'm gonna
Knicks.
say a multitude of things. First of all, I agree with you, Don. When he's by himself, Cat can shoot, and say 60% of the time he'll hit that shot. He's had moments when he's hit the shot with people in his face, but that's not the real thing to look at. The late bloomers, Josh Hart, his work ethic to me was the catalyst in kind of keeping that game close. OG, third and fourth quarter, came alive out of nowhere. Bridges turned up the defense just a little bit. McBride, when he was out there, was productive. Alvarado, productive. The difference is this: the Knicks bench produced, and the Spurs bench didn't produce as much as they would need. I mean, Wembyana's one man. He needs three other guys minimum to help them to get by. Castle started out hot, cooled down, and we ain't hear no more from him the rest of the way. Maybe a couple of three-pointers, and that was it. I can't think of the young man that comes off the bench to replace Wemby, but he almost was a non-factor. And then, of course, the referees. My goodness, Stevie Wonder saw most of them calls that they missed. But I'm going to leave that alone, because they're trying to let them play. But, for a little spell there, it looked like they were favoring the Spurs. Larry, I could agree with you, too, for the first time all season, that if the Spurs go down 2-0, that Garden is going to be electric, man. I want to, if they go down 2-0, I just want to see, is the rookie side of the Spurs going to show up, or are those veterans going to be able to hold those guys in place so that they can get their wits about them and make something happen?
All right, so are you guys counting the Spurs out? Anybody counting the Spurs out right now?
No,
Oh, absolutely not.
They gotta lose. They gotta win tonight, though. They gotta win tonight.
Larry put his hand up. Larry counting them out.
The reason is simple. Till they learn how to play ball, okay? They are playing. They never been to a championship before, so they getting up in Nick's faces, busting them out, pointing the fingers at them after they make a shot. That stuff you do on the playground. That stuff you don't do in the championship. They screaming at him in the first quarter.
I agree.
Putting their hands on him. That is childish.
Yeah.
If the coach can't catch that and say, "Hey, let's stop this mess. Let's play ball." Knicks ain't playing none of that.
I forgot.
Make the shot and go about their way. Go ahead, Larry.
Well,
I forgot all about that, but you're absolutely right, and that also play a factor in why that coach had him on the bench. Because soon as he started making a couple shots, he started running his mouth in Jalen Brunson's face. You don't do that. It ain't the time for that. That's childish, but it's showing he a rookie.
Yeah, especially Champagne. He was running all the way down the court laughing in the man's face.
But that wasn't the reason
But
they
you
lost.
know what? Let me add to that. They were letting them. Let me add to that real quick. They got away. When did they allow excessive hand checking in the NBA again? I thought they stopped that a few years ago.
Man, cut that out,
It's been going on this year in the playoffs. It's been a whole lot of it.
On the man the whole way down. Stop. Cut that out.
Thank you.
Get out, man.
No, they've been letting them play all series. Every series, those officials this year.
This whole playoffs have been like that.
But that's not the reason why San Antonio lost.
Yeah, Alvarado and Champagne are both from New York, man. They was just
they played against each other in high school.
Yeah,
no, but I'm talking about when Lil Ron Harper got all in Jalen Brunson's face and he made a little layup.
Right.
But that's not the reason why they lost because he did that. Remember, they had a 14-point lead. That wasn't the reason why they lost because they got in somebody's face. They do that in the whole playoffs. Everybody do that.
No, I said that's the reason the coach didn't trust him in the end of the game to have him out there.
Okay, I'll go.
But the Knicks are not doing that. The Knicks are not doing that at all.
Well, you don't sit a player down for that. You talk to him. You call him to the side. Like you said, these boys are young and inexperienced. You talk to him. You tell him don't do it.
Oh, well, every time Jalen Brunson hit a three-pointer, he kissed the sky and with his three-pointer. I mean, no guys.
But
guys
that's the
but
sky,
he
Jerry.
ain't somebody's face.
He's not in
you know what I'm saying?
nobody's face. That's the sky.
It's a difference.
Well, he got his daddy there. His daddy can let him do that.
Even with his daddy,
I think that No, I don't think that's why they had him, because that was early on in the first half. He was doing all that. That's when Brunson twisted an ankle and was still out there playing. That was fourth quarter when they had him on the bench. I don't think that had anything to do with it. It didn't cost no points. I just think that was a bad move.
Immaturity is immaturity, though. And do you trust immaturity with the game on the line in the NBA Finals?
Look, these boys are professional. You can talk to them. If the coach didn't talk to them and rather set them down first, I'm not with that. You got to talk. He should have talked to that man in the first quarter when all that was going down, and then see how he do. You don't just go set a man on the bench for immaturity.
Did you see against San Antonio, the kid, the rookie from Arizona? When he missed the thing, he pulled him to the side, yelled at him, on TV. So he got it in his face, and then he sent him back in the game. So I disagree. That's not why he set Dylan Harper down.
Yeah,
that was just
that's definitely what you do. You talk to him.
I just seen Jalen Brunson dad.
I did see it.
I just seen Jalen Brunson dad called his son to the side and told him to pass the ball or do certain things. As a down and something, you talk to him. That's his own dad telling his son, pass the ball, you're holding the ball too much or whatever. And his son, listen, and the dad to get in this case because the Knicks, I just think that the Knicks is on a good roll right now.
That's all. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They could definitely win it all.
In that role.
They're on a good roll.
They could definitely win it all, man.
But then again, if San Antonio win tonight,
down there, right?
What'd you say, Bishop?
You see what I wrote on my intro down there for all the marbles.
Yeah. Well, that's only game one, though. We'll see what happens tonight.
Hey, sometimes destiny has it so, no matter what you think about it.
There you go.
Sometimes destiny, the role they on has never been done before. You know what I'm saying? And the way they play, and they never played like that before.
Larry, you pick OKC, right? You pick that.
I said I'm going with the Knicks.
You had the Celtics in the coming out of the East.
No, I did not. I did not.
You had the Celtics. You had the Celtics. Why you playing back?
I'm calling the sweep now. I'm calling the sweep now.
Now you have to use Knicks fan. You was saying the Knicks horrible one time. No, come on now.
I'm the only one here Tuesday said the Knicks going to win game one. Did I say that?
No,
yes, you did.
Excuse
Did I
me,
say that?
sir.
Hello.
I said it too.
Hello? You weren't the only one.
Us Knicks fans ain't never said the Knicks was going to lose. No game.
There you go. Say that again.
No game. We didn't pick no. We said they going to win it.
I did.
Say that again, Bruce.
I even said in 3.
Bruce said Knicks. Bruce said Knicks in 3.
They did.
He sure did. I said Knicks in 6.
I said Knicks in 6. He said Knicks in 3.
Larry, you bragging more than the Knicks and the Knicks guys are. God. All right.
I'm just telling you, destiny is destiny.
And Jerry, he knocked us out of our own seat, man.
I'm saying, God, Larry.
Destiny is destiny. Now, if this thing go out tonight, I'm going to call you, Jerry.
Larry not that bad. Call Kendall back if you want to hear a Knicks fan.
Hey, yo, I've been
going with the Spurs. Call Kendall back.
I've been a Knicks fan my whole life. I ain't never go for no other team. This is the first time he ever sided with me.
But you never saw them win a championship.
That's true.
But you never seen them win a championship, though.
Hey, Larry,
I seen us make it a couple times.
No.
You ride with me to the parade, Larry? You gonna ride with me to the parade?
I'm down with you. We rolling.
I'm talking about Junior. He a Knicks fan. You ride with me. You can come along too, Senior. I'm talking to you. Ride with me to the parade or what?
Bruce, who did Larry have, Bruce? Who did Larry have?
What is it? OKC.
That's right.
This way.
In Boston.
This way.
Hey,
There's a lot of
I
sore.
knew talent.
There's a lot of
sore. I knew talent.
Go ahead,
Ask my son. I said KC and New York gonna be in the championship.
No. You had Boston.
He said that after Boston lost to Philly.
Yeah, it was too late. It was too late
I
then.
wasn't going no Boston.
It was too late then.
I wasn't going no Boston.
Jerry, there's so many sore butts around here because all the people who are jumping on and off the bandwagon. It's incredible.
Right.
Hey, hold on.
I'm not doing jumping. Oh, you're gonna jump from San Antonio in a minute.
You just scrape your knees up trying to jump to another bus.
You know what Larry to go jump to San Antonio? Now you said Larry to go jump to San Antonio?
Say again?
What you say?
Just for the record, Anthony,
New York. So nice had to say it twice.
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, it's not the Knicks fans here. No, it's everyone.
It's the other fair weather fans. I get you.
Well, they got a good game tonight. We're gonna see what happens tonight. You know, like I said,
yeah, San Antonio probably win tonight. Probably.
No, they're not going to win tonight. They're not going to win tonight.
Well, if they make the adjustments, they can. But the question is, will they make the adjustments?
Yeah,
Destiny, my man, Destiny.
Hold on, let me finish saying what I'm saying. In case
I see the light.
Here is my prediction: 110, 106, New York. Okay, now if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. But that's what I think.
So you just picked New York.
You got that right. I'm a Knicks fan. What do you expect?
All right.
Hello? We'll call it New York tonight.
Yeah, but see, Ernie, they don't understand that the Knicks had 9 games off, man, and they wasn't playing. They were still playing like in a little slump, like.
Yep.
Look what Bridges had, about 6 or 8 points.
Yep. And OG didn't come alive to the third quarter.
Right. They was coming out of that layoff slump. So tonight they should be even better.
I'm thinking like this. San Antonio might muster enough strength. I'm hoping the Knicks take this one because I want to see what happens when they go for Game 3 at the Garden. Man,
don't have no doubt in your mind. Don't have no doubt
about star-studded. Oh man,
yeah, but San Antonio don't want to see that.
No, they don't want to see it. They want to see a win. But I mean, they're a young team, man. They good for the next 10 years. So if you
but that'd be tragic.
Don't feel bad.
That'd be tragic for them to head in the Garden 0-2.
That's right.
Well, I'm
and
gonna
everybody got the brooms out then. They can have the brooms out then in the Garden.
If they're nervous at home, they don't stand a chance in the Garden.
You got that right.
I got to agree with that. I got to agree with that.
Donna, if the Knicks win, we're gonna shut the show down, man.
If they lose tonight,
Jerry, I got a great idea. Jerry, seriously, Jerry, I'm thinking. Here's what you need to think about. If the Knicks win tonight, Game 4, you got to do a post show. You got to do a post show for Game 4 because if they sweep, we don't want to wait till the next Tuesday or Friday night. We want to catch it the same night. Okay.
Pastor Walt, listen, if the Knicks win the championship, won't be no more sports talk.
All right.
That's what we're gonna be here for the next.
It's been an honor working with you, Bruce. It's been a pleasure, Anthony. Thank you so much.
I said, if the Knicks.
Hey, Don, it's been a pleasure, baby.
All right, let Pastor Walt say so. Go on, Walt.
Yeah. I said, if the Knicks win tonight, Bruce, you might as well lock up all the criminals in New York, man, because they're gonna have a fit. That's about lock them all up, man.
A lot of them will turn into criminals.
Go ahead, Anthony.
The first crook they should go after is James Dolan. That'll be the first crook they should go after.
Thank you.
Now he a hero now. He a hero now.
Anthony, I started to say all the crooks are in the political field in New York.
Well, you know who was supposed to show up Monday night?
Who?
No.
I think they said a third game. I think they said a third game at the Garden.
The guy who rents out the place at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
No, heck no.
Listen,
the third game
by the owner.
Orange Tyrant needs to stay home.
They don't let him in the stadium.
Larry, what you think about this, Larry?
This season. Nah.
Second greatest.
They didn't say that. That's fake news.
That's fake news.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's gotta be fake news.
Yeah, you know that's triple
AI.
AI.
Nothing like that. He wouldn't say it.
That's triple AI.
Nah,
I think he
might
have had his fingers. He might have had his fingers and his toes.
I don't know. He might be a little jealous of Brunson.
No, he had enough heart to say that.
He run the biggest Knicks fan. He rooting for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he ain't have no heart to say that.
He wouldn't say that. Not him.
I'm not saying he said it, but I'm just saying that Carmelo Anthony, he never made it to the finals. Never in his 19-year career, never made it to the finals. He might be a little jealous of Jalen Brunson, the attention he's getting too, because they brought Carmelo over there from Denver, all right, to be the savior. The only thing that stopped Carmelo in a lot of ways was the Miami Heat, because at that time they got Dwayne Wade and LeBron for the Heat. And
Melo wanted to play for the Knicks though. If Melo was chasing rings, they wanted him on that Miami squad. When they restructured them contracts, that was the original plan. LeBron was trying to get him and Wade together. They didn't want Bosh.
Melo didn't want to go. Melo didn't want to go there.
I know. Melo wasn't chasing rings. And it's not Melo's fault that the Knicks never put the pieces around him to be able to compete.
They couldn't beat Miami. That's what it was.
The
They
one,
could beat LeBron, Chris Bosh, and
who did he have? Who Melo had?
Yeah, but Melo messed up because when he came back, he was jealous. He was jealous of Jeremy Lin.
No,
remember they
Jeremy
had
Lin
that
stopped it. So if Jeremy Lin was there, then they would have been able to compete with LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Bob.
No. But what I'm saying was that the Knicks was flowing good. When Carmelo came back, they was in that Linsanity mode.
Linsanity was a fake.
Melo didn't want to take a back seat to that.
He couldn't take a back. He never started an NBA game after he left New York. He wasn't no starter. He wasn't nobody for Melo to take a back seat to.
No, I'm saying
don't do that.
Everybody was going crazy in New York.
Yeah, but 10 game stretch.
Over Linsanity.
Running Mike D'Antoni's system. I could have scored 20 a game running D'Antoni's system.
Yeah, but a lot of them didn't.
A lot of them did.
A lot of them didn't.
Well, I'm saying that
Steve Nash got two MVPs running that system.
No, don't get me wrong. Now, I'm not saying that Linsanity was better than Carmelo. Now,
you just said Melo didn't want to take a back seat to him.
He didn't want to. He didn't want it because the city was going crazy.
Yeah, but Melo knew he couldn't play.
Yeah, but the fans was going crazy. That's what
the fans was going crazy.
He sold a lot of jerseys. He was a YMCA player.
Everywhere.
Everywhere you went in New York, they were talking Linsanity.
It was crazy.
Put it this way, it spoke to how desperate the Knicks fans were that Linsanity lasted as long as it did.
I go along with that, Anthony. I go along with that. But
let me ask my question. Do Brunson, if they go all the way, do he deserve a statue? Do they even got anybody with a statue outside New York?
Nope.
No. They have a lot of retired
Brunson
numbers.
Deserve a statue for what he did. Now listen, not only wouldn't take him to the championship, but the fact that he gave up that money he gave up for those players. You know?
Yes.
When he came to New York with that attitude of wanting to win and showed it and proved it in every way he could.
But he got that money underneath the table, though.
They but it's all right.
They all do.
I'll put it this way.
Answer Don's question, Larry. Does Jalen Brunson deserve a statue if they win the championship?
No, he ain't gonna get no statue.
He deserves a statue. He win that championship.
He ain't gonna get no statue. Frazier ain't got one. He ain't gonna get one.
He's gonna win one after 53
this thing is bigger
years.
than Frazier right now.
It's bigger than Frazier.
What's going on with the Knicks right now?
No, but I'm with you. I'm with you. He deserved one, but I don't think he'll get one. Just because of this era, what he's doing in this era, I believe he deserved one, but I don't think New York will give him one before they give it to Clyde. That's all I'm saying.
They will give him one.
You could be right.
What the great thing about Brunson, there was a news conference a couple of days ago, and I think this speaks to what kind of guy Brunson is. They asked him, they basically asked him a question similar to this. Do you feel like if you win, this makes you? He said, look, I don't want to be the best player I don't have to be the best player in the NBA. I want to be the best player for the New York Knicks. And to me, that's the thing that has set him apart, is that he's dedicated to winning here. And that's important. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't give him a statue before I would give Willis and Walt, because they won 2 titles. If he wins the one, he's going to get his number retired. He's going to have, I think he's going to definitely be put in that same realm as them.
Right.
But statue, that's a debatable thing. That's
But you're missing down the point, though. We're talking about this is bigger than Willis Reed. This is bigger than Walt Frazier. It's been 53 years since the Knicks won. They should have been giving guys a statue. They was going to get one.
The fan base wasn't even that big back then compared to the fan base today.
Right. If Jalen
with
Brunson,
the media and everything.
If Jalen Brunson pulled this off, if he pulled this off and bring and deliver a statue, a championship, that'd be just as big when LeBron delivered one to Cleveland. And LeBron get one to Cleveland. Okay,
yeah, we agree. We agree with you, but I just don't
put up
think
3 statues at one time.
Both of y'all talking, Larry. Go ahead. Say it again,
They
Larry.
might put up 3 statues at one time.
Now that might work. That might work.
That's fine.
But I don't believe there's springboard Brunson in front of Clyde and Willis. I don't believe they'll do that.
I feel like he might not get it just for winning this year, but when it's all said and done, I feel like he will have one.
Well,
Now,
either way, they won't give it to him until it's all said and done.
Okay, so let
They're
me
not
ask you
going to
a
just give it to him
question.
this year.
Well, with this
Right.
So I
championship,
think, hold on, let me answer that.
Go ahead.
I want to answer that question about
Go
Seth.
ahead. I'm saying, go ahead.
I agree. I'm agree with them. I think they're not going to give him one before they give one to Clyde, because Clyde is the biggest Nick right now. And even if I think that, like somebody said, they might do 3. He might end up with one if he get one, but I don't think he's going to get one before Clyde or Willis Reed. No.
All right, so Walt, let me ask you a question, Pastor. If
sir.
the Knicks win this one, would this championship be bigger than the one in 1970 and 73 or what? This championship here, after 53 years.
I think so, because it's been so long.
Okay, that's my point.
Yeah, and the way they're doing it, especially, they got what, 12 in a row?
Yeah.
They done won?
Yeah.
So the way they're doing it, I think,
But the Spurs
I think it would be, and it's been so long. Like Bruce said, like the Cowboys winning a title in his lifetime.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think it'd be.
Listen. The Spurs got 5. As a franchise, they got 5. Okay, the Knicks only got 2. So what I'm saying, they went through the Patrick Ewing era.
But I think Spurs. I thought they were 1 year away. I thought the Spurs.
Your audio breaking up.
Yeah.
But the Spurs
What you say, Bruce?
got 5. Now I said your audio breaking up though. The Spurs already got 5 though. Keep in mind they got 5 championships. The Knicks only got 2, and they haven't won in 53 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Who's trying to come on there, Bishop? Okay, here we go. All right. So what we got next, man? Because I'm Bishop. You all set now again?
I hope so.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So would this be the biggest championship, Larry? But you don't remember the first 2, little Larry. But would this be a big championship for the Knicks, man?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like just based off the fan base and based on how much love and hate that the Knicks get nowadays, like it's way bigger. The NBA way bigger than it was back then.
Right.
And I feel like he's made a bigger impression, and this team has made a bigger lasting effect on the league than what them teams did. Like them teams was good, but they wasn't considered all-time greats.
There you go. But let me say one final thing. I'll let y'all finish up. There was a guy named Reggie Jackson, little Larry, that you might not remember. He was playing for the Baltimore Orioles, and he said,
I know about Reggie Jackson.
But he said, if I go to New York, they're going to name a candy bar after me. Because New York Yankees was hungry for a title because they just got swept by the Cincinnati Reds the year before. And Reggie said, I'm going to stir the drink. If Jalen Brunson had that type of personality, like Reggie Jackson, and said, if I win a championship in New York, they'll name a candy bar after me. What they do for Jalen Brunson if he deliver after 53 years? Would they give a candy bar for him? Yes or no?
Yeah, they would make if he wanted a candy bar. I'm not eating no candy bar because it's named after another. But I'm sure if he wanted a candy bar, they give him a candy bar, chopped cheese sandwich, bacon, egg, and cheese.
You know what?
Last year they named all the street corners after all the players, and they ain't win nothing.
No. These Knicks fans are so hungry right now. That's why I said if they win, Bruce gonna be a Bruce. You think Bruce got an ego now? All right.
Yeah, but I tell you something though.
We're gonna see a side of Bruce we've never seen before, right? Okay?
Yeah, but the Knicks fan base is much bigger now than it was back then.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
And let me say this here. Everybody done had a Babe Ruth, ain't they?
Right. Exactly. And that Reggie bar won't bad either now.
Hey, everybody also had that bar called the whatchamacallit. That was
the old Henry.
Yep.
Get the old Henry for Hank Aaron.
That's how hungry New York is right now. That's the point I'm just trying to make.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm destroyed.
Jerry, can I say something?
Say something, Bishop. Go ahead.
The Knicks fans are hungry. We're not desperate, but we are hungry.
Desperate. We desperate.
No, we not desperate. You know why? I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna say if you can give me 30 seconds, just 30 seconds. If you can give me 30 seconds, I'll tell you why.
Because 15 years ago,
there are just a handful of teams
where their fan base is always rooting for them to win, and every year it's the same song and dance. All right, 53 years is a long time, but look, we've been there, what, 3 or 4 times since then? We didn't win, but we've been there. Here's our first legitimate
That's the
champ.
first
Yeah.
time since '99, brother.
That's 99. And prior to that, I'm trying to remember. There was one before that, if I can remember correctly, the year.
94.
Okay, thank you. That's the one I'm thinking about. But nonetheless, the bottom line is this. Right now, let's focus on today. We're hungry because we haven't had one in a while, but I don't think we're going to do anything for it. I just think we're going to be we're very classy fan. Okay, that's a lie. But anyway, we're nice fans.
Let me say this real quick. Bishop, did you hear the story about Lynn Santa? They said that's because the Knicks fans were desperate. They got to be desperate today. If they were desperate over Lynn Santa. Come on. You're desperate, Bishop.
Right.
I don't know about you, but the rest of the fans are desperate.
And Bishop, and I'll give you a reminder too. The Knicks fans still mad at John Starks for going for 3 for 18. And
Right.
mad at Kyle Smith.
Listen, no, stop right there. Stop right there. You blame Pat Riley for that. No.
We mad at the coach for not taking him out the game.
You blame, no, hold on. You blame Pat Riley for that. You have Rolando Blackman sitting right there on the bench, ready to go, and because you had an attitude with him, you didn't put him in. So blame the coach for that one. You blame the coach.
Franchise get mad at players. They said Charles Smith can't even go back to Bridgeport.
Oh my God! Please don't bring that up again.
And Jerry.
And don't forget that you're missing that layup too. Don't forget.
And Jerry, I tell you what, if the Knicks win this one, that'll take the pressure off all them guys.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
That'll take the pressure off everybody.
No more.
Yeah, Jerry, remember when the Red Sox won? Remember when the Red Sox won?
Yeah, I'm just going to say that. But
You saw Phil Buckner.
Yes, I'm going to say
Yeah.
Charles Smith will be allowed to pass the New York State line once again.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
I was forgiven.
But that's how desperate the Knicks are.
Like you said, everybody forgiven.
Except Charles Oakland.
They say, hey, Anthony, Boston still has not forgiven Bill Buckner. You know that?
I got 3 of y'all talking. Go ahead.
If Dolan would stop being arrogant and allow Charles Oakley back into the Garden for Game 3, that would be to me that would make up for a lot of stuff because
that ain't gonna happen.
I think so.
Nope. That ain't gonna happen.
And Oakley hasn't helped himself because he goes out of his way to go after Patrick for what I don't know what the reason is.
But you know what I say to that, Anthony? Where's Patrick sitting? Second row, if I'm not mistaken, behind the Knick bench. Okay, Oakley, be quiet, bro. Yeah. That's all I can say to that.
I was watching a video today when he said he was jumping at Patrick Ewing again. He said when they was in Cleveland, when Knicks played in Cleveland, that Patrick Ewing was at the game and he was at the game, and Patrick Ewing didn't even speak to him. He said many times Pat came to my mother's house because he's from Cleveland, Charles. And Patrick Ewing didn't speak to him. He's still attacking Patrick Ewing. And then Patrick Ewing probably saying to myself, you know what, man. So
Jerry,
that's
not to even get spiritual, but when you have a bitter spirit about something, you're gonna keep griping about it till somebody listens to your nonsense. Y'all know that. So we're gonna leave that right where it is. The man has a bitter spirit about it, and I'm sorry you feel the way you do. Get over it. You had your day in the sun. How many championships did we win while you were here? If you say 0, keep quiet.
And he played 10 years too for the Knicks.
That's quiet. 10. And we've gotten to the finals. We've gotten to the Eastern Conference Finals. Never to the championship. Twice to the Eastern Conference Finals, and twice Michael said, "I don't care whose team you on. You ain't taking nothing here, Junior."
Yeah, well, you got to blame Elijah on that one, though.
No, I'm outside the Eastern. No, Oakley wasn't playing when Elijah took him out. Spreewell and Houston were.
He was playing for the Knicks when Elijah took him out.
He was in '94. It wasn't in '99.
Yeah, Spreewell and Houston did in '99. We traded Charles Oakley the year before that for Marcus Camby. That's how we got to the finals because we got rid of him.
Come on, Bishop. You got no history now when you're going to talk like that now.
Well, listen, bro, I got 1,000 other things on my mind. Everything in history ain't going to come back to my remembrance. I promise you.
But you don't want to bring it up then. I mean, you're going to
You
bring it
want to
up.
talk? Hey, watch this, Walt. You want to talk about the word? I'm on it. But you want to talk about sports? I do the best I can.
We can talk about the word. I mean, I got you. All right, so it's almost 7:06. I know what time the game come on tonight?
8 o'clock. 8:30. I'm sorry. 8:30. 8:30. Pre-game 8 o'clock.
So brother
Pre-game
Anthony,
on now.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Was this the greatest shot in NBA Finals history? Ray Allen, Game 6 against the San Antonio Spurs?
Nah.
That's up there.
It's
up there, but that ain't that ain't it.
It's one of them.
I have two that I have two that I would think of more of. One was one was in the losing cause. Kareem skyhook over Dave Cowens when they beat the Celtics in Game 6.
1974. 74. Go ahead.
And this was one where it was a losing cause, but it's still remembered. Jerry
West half court against the Knicks.
Yep. I'm throwing this one in that mix too. Broke Embiid's heart when Kawhi Leonard hit that jumper from the side. Just flattened it.
That was Eastern Conference semi.
He said finals. Okay, I take that back then. That was Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, keep in mind, we're talking about 23 seconds left in the game. Miami down, by at that time, but 3 points. 17 seconds left. Chris Bosh get the rebound, hit Ray Allen in the corner. They would have lost that. If he'd have missed that shot, the game would have been over. The Spurs would have won. They already had the floor already taped off. They had the floor already taped for San Antonio to win the championship. That shot, that would have broke up. That would have probably broke up the Big Three even easier than that, because down the Brown would have been 3-7 in the finals. So that wasn't. I mean, to me, that was one of the biggest shots in NBA history. That Ray Allen shot. That's all I want to share.
On a fight for a finals, okay.
Yeah, it's put it this way. It should be mentioned it should be all mentioned in the same breath at the very least.
Okay. All right. Don, what's your thought on that, Don?
I go with the Ray Allen shot. It's fine with me. I was a Miami fan anyway. So I can't think of no shots. There's a few of them out there. All of them about the same to me.
I mean, Michael's shot was big in the finals against Utah. Game 6.
Yeah, that was big, but that's Michael.
But then again, if Michael would have missed, and it would have been a Game 7. It wasn't like the end.
Well,
it would have been a Game 7. So it wasn't like if he missed, the Bulls would have been out of the playoffs or out of the finals. That Ray Allen shot, if he would have missed, the game would have been over. I mean, Miami would have lost the series. That's what I'm saying. Then they went to overtime. Then they won. All right, 7:08. Any other topics? Because I know the game come. I'll give you guys a chance to get set up for the game. Anything else?
Well, let's throw our commercial back out there one more time.
We'll throw the commercial. All right, so Larry, since I got two Larrys and I got another Larry that's on the screen up here, is Larry Bird? Is he one of the 5 greatest NBA players of all time? Start with you, Big Larry. True or false?
That's false.
It's false? Okay. What about you, Lil Larry?
False.
What about you, Bishop?
I'm on the fence with that one, but I have to say false because I can think of 5, 6 I could put in front of him.
Okay. What about you, Bruce?
I'll say yes.
Okay. You say yes. All right.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay. What about you, Pastor?
No, 5 is a small number, man. He up there, but 5 is
top 10 easy.
He was elite, but no.
It got to be about 50 people you could put in the top 5.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. 5 is a small number, man.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
We're talking about Larry Bird now. We ain't talking about the
but I'm saying
you got Chamberlain, you got Jabbar. I mean, Jordan. You can't put him up there.
Yeah, but see, that's why when you talk like this, I like to say categories like point guards, centers.
Right, yeah. If you would say top
forwards,
I'd get him in there, top 5 shooting guard or small forward.
Right.
Of all time, 5, man. That's like
I'm going to fit in that 5.
I'm going to say in his era, because in his era, I watched a lot of Larry Bird and Magic and all them. So I'm going to say in his era.
His era, okay, I'll go along with that.
I ain't going to put him back there with Chamberlain and the rest of them.
Right.
Okay, I go with that.
I'll go with that. What about you, Anthony?
Yeah. He can put one on top.
I go with Don.
Yeah.
I go with Don. When you're saying like all time, so you see when you're saying all time,
right?
It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Matter of fact, I don't know. You could almost. I'm not even sure if he would make. I guess he probably would.
Era. He can't make his era.
In his era, no doubt. But
no, in his era, yeah.
I guess the real question is: would you consider him a top 5 Celtic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely a top 5 Celtic.
Yes. Not to be wishy-washy, but you could, it's a legit argument. I think.
I'm curious to know what 5 Celtics you put above Larry Bird. I gotta hit it.
I would say Russell.
Bill Russell.
We know Bill Russell.
I would say Casey Jones.
Yep.
I would say John Havlicek.
No.
Yep.
This one would be.
I give Bird his respect, Anthony.
No. So far, only one of those will hold candle for as I'm concerned. That's Russell.
Bill Russell. Yeah, that's the only one I can agree with.
Casey Jones was a very underrated, very, very under. Oh, Sam Jones. That's the other guy I would put.
Yeah, but don't count the guys that's underrated there.
Don't
count the guys that's underrated.
There was like what Charles Barkley said. There was the bus. There wasn't driving the bus. There was on the bus. Okay, but Larry Bird was the bus driver for that team, that Celtic team.
He top 3. Never mind 5.
He drove, like Charles Barkley said. Larry Bird drove the bus. He just wasn't sitting on the bus. Them guys was on the bus. Sam Jones, Casey Jones. Them guys on the bus.
You never gave him 5 names anyway. The young man asked you for 5. You didn't give 5.
I just gave you 5.
I didn't hear all 5. I only heard 3.
I said.
I ain't hear 5.
Havlicek, Russell, KC, and Sam Jones, and Bob Cousy.
Okay.
I know how good Russell was on defense, but ain't nowhere in the world I'm picking Russell over Bird.
Off just strictly offense.
That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Russell was a heck of a defensive player, but there's nowhere in the world with everything Bird brought, court sense, assists, everything. There's nowhere in the world I'm taking Russell over Bird.
Yeah,
Bill Russell brought championships though.
Take Russell off the Lakers all them years, bro. Take Russell off that team. They don't beat the Lakers all them years.
That's the
truth.
truth.
Bird off, they ain't gonna win either.
I give Russell the credit, but the rest of the guys they named, nah.
Havlicek?
Bird in my book.
Are you kidding me?
Nowhere in the world Havlicek was better than Bird.
No, I don't give Havlicek over Bird. No kind of way.
You better look up your stats, baby.
Havlicek didn't even start.
You better go look at some of them Bird highlights and look at Havlicek highlights.
Donald. We the same age. We seen Bird.
That's a 2 era. Yeah, those are 2 different eras.
Havlicek wasn't even started.
No, I know.
He wasn't better than Bird. He didn't carry the team the way Bird did.
That's what I said.
Bird drove the bus.
Yeah, he drove the bus.
Havlicek came off.
Havlicek was a passenger.
No, mine top 5. I put Bird top 3.
See little Larry, should I get them guys going like that? I get them guys going.
What you say, Bill?
No, but Larry Bird, I don't think Bird get the respect that he deserved, really.
He always gets the respect he deserves.
Anytime you read an article about the Celtics, Bird name pop up.
Yeah, they love Larry Bird. He the best white man to play the game.
Yeah, but he had to go up against Dr. J and Magic and them boys.
Didn't matter. He did his thing. It didn't matter who he went up against. He did his thing. That's like everybody else.
Production proudly presents
the
James
Jones
Gospel Live Television
Showcase.
A night of faith, music, and inspiration. Special guest, Reverend Hayward Anderson. All this going on Saturday, July 18th. African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are $20. Call 203-875-0520. Also on this program will be none other than the Heavenly Stars. Stars, Rose Boyd, Pastor Ronald Burt, Transparent, Bozzy Lee, DC Smallwood, Saturday, July 18th, African American Lodge 24, 12 Manila Avenue, Hampton, Connecticut. Doors opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6. Tickets are only $20. You can send your cash out to $84 Plymouth, $84 Plymouth. Call 203-875-0520. And this is an event you don't want to miss.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're gonna end the show, man, because I know we gotta get ready for game 2 tonight, and we'll pick it up on. But when they play again, Sunday again? They play
Monday.
No.
Monday.
So by the time we come back, Little Larry, give me your prediction. What it's gonna be? 3-0 or 2-1 or what? What's it gonna be? Little Larry?
It's gonna be me.
No, I said your son. He had 3 fingers up.
3-0.
3-0. What did you think, Big Larry? I'm calling you guys on the carpet now. Go ahead.
3-0. 3-0.
Wow.
3-0.
Go ahead, Bishop. What is it going to be when we come back Tuesday?
2-1 on a fluke.
All right, the Knicks. 2-1 up with the Knicks, right? 2-1.
Knicks up 2-1. San Antonio wins on a fluke.
All right, what about you, Bruce? You guys going to come into the show, and San Antonio's up now. Y'all going to still come on the show, right?
I tell you, I want to say 3-0, but I'm gonna say 2-1.
2-1.
What, Bruce?
I'm gonna give him the
He's being realistic, and I mean, you got to give him at least one.
Well, Anthony, who you got?
But the only reason I said 2-1 because tonight is a desperate game for San Antonio.
Yep, I'm thinking.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Anthony. Give me your prediction.
Knicks up 2-1.
2-1, Donald.
2-1.
Pastor.
2-1.
All right, and I'm saying the same thing. 2-1.
We playing Father Leader.
No, I'm not following the leader.
Junior, you need your butt whipped. Hey, Larry Senior, get the belt. Get the belt. He out of line.
If San Antonio's up 2-1, I want y'all back on the show too, right?
So don't nobody believe San Antonio gonna win the next 2? Out of everybody picked San Antonio to win. Don't nobody believe they can win 2 in a row now?
If San Antonio's up 2-1,
No.
I'll put you back on the show, both of y'all. All right, I don't win no excuses either, Larry. Come on,
Hey, they gotta get him.
3-0. All right, you said 3-0. Okay.
3-0. I'm talking about. I said peace. It's 3-0. It's gonna be 3-0. It's a sweep.
All right, we'll see you Tuesday night. 3-0, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. Got the lights on.
Great show tonight. Let me close out in prayer. All right, y'all ready? Father, we just want to thank you for another great show tonight on the WJRG Big Down Production Network. We thank you, Lord, for each and every one that's viewing us tonight, Lord. Continue to bless each and every family and bless the panel tonight, Father, in the name of Jesus. We thank you, Lord, as we come back together, Lord. We're going to give you all the glory for what you have done for this show. We love you, we magnify you, and we praise you, Father God. And praying, Father God, for those, Lord, that didn't get a chance to watch it tonight, let them view it again, Lord, on YouTube or Facebook Live, and let's have some fun in you, Lord. Let's just show everybody that we can have fun in Christ and have fun in sports, Lord. We give you all the glory. In Jesus' name I pray, amen and amen. Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right, you guys be out.
Gentlemen.
No excuses.
Oh, no, I'll see you then. It's time for me to go home.